What's up, guys? I'm Sean, and welcome to Low Battery, where I've got to finish this video before the battery dies, and it looks like I'll be lucky if I get a few minutes, so let's get started. Mobile gaming. Gaming on our phones. It's been around for a while, and it's mainly because they're easy to make and easy to release. I mean, I understand that there's different Play stores, but let's just look at Apple for a minute. It used to be that you could just go on your phone, download a game, no problem, no sweat, and typically these games were free or they cost like $1 or $2. But now we're starting to see that these companies are taking mobile gaming and making it more inclusive and more accessible to a lot of people. We even have subscription services now like you see on consoles, like the Apple Arcade makes games readily available, and these aren't just games that you could get on a phone traditionally. These are like games you could get on a console. These are big games. Genshin Impact, Call of Duty, PUBG Mobile. You don't need a console anymore to play any of these games. Just pick up a phone, download an app, boom, you're set, done. And what's even better is you can play these games anywhere. Starbucks, the train, Publix, the bathroom. Sure, why not? You can play it in a bathroom. We've all played a mobile game in there. So what we're starting to see is that these companies are taking mobile games more seriously. So what I'm curious is the next step in gaming mobile gaming? So mobile gaming has a bigger potential than I think most people give it credit for. Now, a big complaint that I always hear from people is like, mobile gaming isn't really gaming. It's just all Candy Crush or Angry Birds or Townscape. I want a real game like Mario Party or Grand Theft Auto 5. Look, if you're playing a game on your phone, you might not fit into the cliche version of a gamer. What even is the cliche version anymore? It's like hunched over, Cheeto Puffs on your fingers, sitting in a dark room, preferably a basement, no lights. Honestly, looking at a baseline, you check the boxes of being a gamer. Open the game, play the game. That's it. What's neat too is that before, these games used to be small and seen as pretty much just junk on your phone for entertainment. And granted, there's still those strange apps you put on your phone, like the ones you see on those ads. But now you can play major games on them, like we've talked about before. What's neat too is that they feel like they fit into a phone setting. Balatro is a wonderful game that you can play on your computer or a console or your phone, and in every setting, it feels comfortable. All of the controls make sense, and it's a basic game. Now, not every single game is going to work on a phone, but for the most part, as long as you're able to control it in an easy way, I think it could. Now, another big thing. Will consoles become obsolete? No. No. A lot of people thought that would happen when PC gaming became more popular. They thought, oh no, Sony's quivering in their boots. Microsoft is freaking out behind the scenes that their PlayStation and Xboxes are just gonna become obsolete. No, they're still here. It's just a different way to play games now. We want games that we can play in the comfort of our home. Sure, it's great to come home after work, sit down, and just play a game. But we also want games that we can travel around with and play. That was a big selling point for the Nintendo Switch. It sold so well because it made gaming more accessible for people who travel or they can't play these games for a long time in the same place. So having a console that you could take just about anywhere as long as it had a charge was fantastic. But now we can do that on our phone. What's amazing too is that phones are becoming better each year, but I promise you they're not going to relate directly to a console. Cyberpunk 2077 on a Google Pixel, that's not happening. Overall, phones aren't usually seen as a place where people would traditionally play their games, but I think we should keep a closer eye on them moving forward. Game developers are focusing on their games coming to these devices, but we'll just have to wait and see if audiences use them moving forward. But what do you think? Are phones the future of gaming, or will people just keep playing games on consoles and PCs? Let me know in the comments. Alright, I gotta go, the battery's about to die. Remember to chase the chaos, and I'll see you all next